Good morning. It's September the 2nd, potentially September the 3rd. We're at the house of Doug Grabhorn, Allstate customer. This is at 2380 Sydney Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky. And overview of the house here. We're making a video of a shingle repair attempt. There's some wind damage on the slopes of this property, and the shingles are really old and brittle. What we want to do is provide an overview for the adjuster of the results of a repairability test. I'm sorry, not a repairability test, but an actual shingle repair. So I'm going to outline the tools that we're going to be using. First of all, we're on the front slope. It's a kind of like a low pitch area, and then it graduates up towards the top of the house. Here we're on the front, and we're labeling this wind damage. There's a crease here in the shingle, the above shingles. Let's label these something like. This will be the damaged row. Then we're going to have row number 1, 2, and 3. And what we want to do is observe what happens to these shingles here when we do a repair. We have a standard flat bar. We'll use that if needed to break the seals. We have a roofer's hatchet that we'll use to trim the shingle down. And in case we get into some areas where the glue is really strong, I've got a 5-in-1 tool just so that we can be as gentle on the shingles as possible. Our replacement shingle is not a 3-tab. The purpose of this video is not to establish a match. We're not going for that right now. We're just trying to purely see if the shingles are repairable. And so when the old shingle is out, we will, sorry, I'm not feeling so well. What we'll do is cut the shingle down to size so that it's a proper fit where the old shingle came out. One more thing is I've got a little tripod over here. I'll be using that to hold the camera. Hopefully that works out. And I ideally want to keep the video rolling so that there's no break in the video. So let's see if we can get this thing mounted here. And I think we're there. I'm going to try to get this close so that you can see the workmanship. What we want to do is, demonstrate that we're not manhandling these shingles, that we're being as gentle as possible with them as we conduct this test. All right, let's get started. Okay, so you want to see here, that one's loose. This one's tied down a little bit. May need to back the camera up just a touch. Let's do that. Yeah. All right. Loose, not loose, not loose. This is the damaged row. This one's still a little glued down. This one's loose, loose, loose. Okay, this is the edge of the shingle. So we're gonna go from here, 1, 2, 3. This is the shingle that's coming out. And so we have to loosen up all the shingles above in order to get access to the fasteners. Since these are kind of old, I will just go ahead with the 5-in-1 tool. We don't want to cause any unnecessary damage to these. Go ahead and loosen up row number 3 just so that we have, it reduces the amount of bend and flex we have to put on the shingles. All right, and back to the damaged row here. All right, let's get these fasteners out. So since these are 3-tab shingles, we have 4 fasteners across, and then there'll be another 4 fasteners up higher. That one, okay, that one broke. So I'll bring the camera back over in a minute just to show you where what's happening is that where I'm getting into the fasteners here, it's wanting to create a little perforation in some cases, and these fasteners are not even really deep, they're like 1/2 inch. So let's see if we're ready to, should be about ready to pull that one out. I'm not sure what's still holding it. Kind of like glued down somehow to the underlayment. All right, so here is our shingle here. There's pretty excessive amount of debris built up under these shingles here. So you can tell that there's been some issues with yeah, a lot of stuff going on there. All right, so let's take the new shingle and the old shingle and do a bit of a size comparison here, so we can cut it down to size. In fact, I'm gonna so the old shingle is laying on top of the new shingle, and so we have to cut along here and along here to size it down. Let's also take a look at the shingles above where we were working here. There is some thermal cracking going on in some of these shingles, but right along through here and along here, we're starting to see some granule loss starting to occur right there. That shingle, the other thing is, right in through here, you can see where just barely prying that little nail out, there's now a new perforation in this shingle here. So anyhow, let's get busy installing the new shingle and see how everything shapes up here. I want to make sure that the camera is still rolling. All right, yeah, we still got video. All right. Got that old debris there. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna make that one fit, and then I'm gonna use new fasteners on this. One thing that happens, some of the carriers will utilize a Hague style brittle test, and just as a primer on what that is, that's a test that's interesting because you put a little bit of pressure on the shingle by bending it upwards, and if it gets a crease line in it, then you know the shingle is brittle. It's probably no longer repairable. The issue with that is that the test says you can only lift the shingle, you know, like 45 degrees. Okay, all right, well that's fine, but I'm gonna have to put nails up here and up here, and in order to get the hammer going, I've got to be able to get the shingle up higher than that. Maybe not a full 90 degrees high, but high enough that I can get the nail in, the fastener in, without striking the edge of the shingle with my hammer. So the brittle test is nice, but this is really the better way to determine the repairability of a slope or of the shingles, is to actually go ahead and perform a shingle repair. It's one of the good things that Allstate insists on, is being able to see the process of this, because a brittle test only gets you so far. So anyhow, that said, I got the shingle in place. I'm gonna go ahead and put new fasteners in where all the old fasteners came out, and I'm gonna work my way back down, okay? So starting over here, see if we can get right next to the old hole. There it is. One. Two. All right, this one's feeling like it wants to crack or break. Three. Over here on that other shingle that did break. All right, now we've got to go ahead and nail in the new shingle along its nail strip line here. One. Two. Three. Four, two, three. All right, so let's get a look at the results over here. All right, here's our new shingle installed. It's probably never going to glue down just because it's not really the same type of shingle that went in there originally. Here is, you can see the fresh fasteners here. and then up top here, here, and here. I want to point out one area here that this shingle here did literally perforate with the flat bar. So so let's kind of dust out the area here and see what we got. All right. So this shingle here definitely has now some creasing going on here. This creasing here has gotten worse than it was in the beginning. And there's a slight crease line here. These are the shingles directly above the originally damaged shingle. This is the repaired shingle. This is row number 1, row number 2, and 3, okay? So if we get in here, let me see if I can kind of get in here. You can see right along through here, some damage. Right along through here, damage. This is on row 1. And then again, some continued damage over through here. I was just about as easy with these shingles as I could possibly be. There's not really a less aggressive way to do this, okay? Just some things to know about what's on this roof here. I'll give you some overview. So here's some more damage here on this shingle here, front. We have an interesting one here. There's a perforation in this one, a little piece of stick that's lodged up under there. It's not like your normal wind damage, but it's definitely something going on there. The flashing here on the house, definitely some evidence of hail there. Chimney flashing, evidence of hail. A lot of the soffit material on this dormer is messed up or either missing. We'll go ahead and take an additional little piece of tour here. Skylight, hail. More hail on that. We're up on the dormer here. We have some more wind damage. Some more wind damage. Evidence of hail in the soft metals here. We'll go check out a little bit more here. Some more evidence of hail here. Here is some also, now we have like some footfall stuff here, you can see that. But over here on the back slope, what looks like hail strikes here. Something hit that. That's impact. Same thing over here. Okay. Moving on around to the other side of the back here. Hail. Okay, so we've got some kind of perforation in this valley area here, some debris up under there. Some more wind on the back slope here. Not sure what that is. Okay, here's the lower skylights on the back gable extension. More evidence of hail there. Missing soffit in the back facing part of the dormer. That window trim that's wrapped there, potential hail on that area as well. Here's a couple caps. Look like they've gotten some wind up under them at some point. So there's a number of factors going on here with this slope. both wind and hail related. My name is Jeff Tiemann. More wind here. My name is Jeff Tiemann. I'm the contractor on this one. I'm also a public adjuster, but if you have any questions, number is 410-656-9930. 410-656-9930. I'm at your service. And let's see what we can do to get these guys, get their settlement worked out so they can get their roof repaired. Thank you very much.